Hi everyone, I am finally back. Sorry for the long wait. Um, this is a review video for the ROG Xbox Ally X, or should we call an Ally 2 technically. But we had a pretty good upgrade. Sorry for the long wait. I was actually moving from my old home in Connecticut to Maryland. I was moving back home to Maryland. And it's a very long drive, so I had to be driving back and forth. In the meantime, I've been traveling with this thing back and forth through the entire East Coast, between Connecticut and Maryland, getting all my stuff back and forth because I could not get everything in one go. So I had to travel multiple times, and I had to do one more travel just to get my dog. My family, I got a family member who actually taking care of my dog over there for now, because I have a lot of stuff. So right now I'm pretty much settled at home, but right now, for the last 3 weeks, I've been basically playing with the Ally 2 or Ally X. Um, so I'm gonna be also playing some videos in the background, me playing the game as I was traveling, the stuff that I was doing, things that I noticed and not did not notice, new tricks that I've kind of figured out as I was messing around with the system. Um, so I'm gonna start with the stuff that I like about this console. Um, this thing is a beast. I'm just gonna say from the get go, this thing is a beast. From what it is, this is the beast. If you put a Steam OS on this, I haven't yet, but but if you do, this thing definitely can be the Steam Deck too. This thing is a beast, and even then, you still don't need to put a Steam Deck. The way Microsoft, what whatever magic sauce that Microsoft is doing here with Asus, this is amazing. This is the other thing is, you know how you on the Xbox, if you do have Xbox, they have quick resume. Basically, you can play your game, turn your console off, come back the next day or wherever, or a week later, turn your console back on, and you're gonna be right where you left off. Just like the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck does the same thing. This thing has it. It has it. Um, I tried to do it with this thing, and it doesn't. But you technically don't do it. It kind of does it on his own. So basically, you stop playing and you just turn it off, or just basically put it to sleep. Just click the power button and put it on the side. And then you come back to it. I'll be honest, I was expecting this thing to be dead. I was gone for 2 days. I basically not gone for 2 days. I just didn't touch it for 2 days. I went to press the power button. I had like 70% of battery, give or take. Turn it back on, and I was hoping that this thing was maybe like 20, 10% maybe before plugging it in. So I wanted to see how it how it does without me, just by me leaving it there with a gain in the background. So basically I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4 and I left it on pause and I just walked away. So when I came back, what it did is it did not, show you you know, the login screen. It did not show you that login screen for you to get in. What it did is it rebooted like brand new. I'm like, oh shit, I lost my save file. Nope. The moment it did the boot up screen, you see the Asus logo and the Xbox right at the beginning, just how it just did that. And then boom, it just was at the game. I had to log in, put my password or my fingerprint. With my fingerprint, it just took me straight to the game, and it left me right where I left off. I was like, what the heck? So on purpose, and I was at a 70%. So basically, I remember he lost maybe 2-3% out on battery, and that was amazing. Or maybe nothing. It was the battery was still high. I could actually pay for another 10-15 minutes if I wanted to before I even worry about battery, maybe longer. Um, so anyway, I also was having little issues because this is with this. I was trying to find ways how to do the shortcut, because what I did the basically the trick to kind of get the Xbox, the full screen Xbox here. So I have it running on this one here. I'm going to show it. Bear with me here. Okay. Okay. You see? So I press up. It's right there. So I also did the little shortcuts here. So I can do this here. So this way I can open everything. So let's go ahead and run Steam real quick. And by the way, what I end up doing, I end up making Steam to kind of run the Steam here on the Xbox to basically add like the like I'm opening Steam on the Steam Deck, you know, with the boot up screen. So I'm waiting for it to, oh, there you go. Got the boot up screen, like the Steam Deck when you boot up your Steam Deck. And then you get into Steam big picture mode. So I did instead of doing this, like you swipe up and you just go left to right. So I set it up as a shortcut here, pressing this button. And then I can go ahead, move left to right. Oh, there we go. See? And then I have this, so I can go and get there, get my little things here. So basically I use these two buttons here too for shortcut for this one, for the Legion Go one. So for this boy here, for example, I was getting irritated that I had to keep swiping up. So I wanted to, because I already did the shortcut there, I was hoping that I could do the same thing. But I didn't know, you know, the little Xbox button, I didn't know if you hold it, it's already there. It already has it set up. So it's like, oh, effing great. So this thing has a lot of freaking features. If you hold also this button right here, let's say you're playing this game and you hold it for a while, it wakes up this AI. It's pretty much is going to analyze the game you're playing, and it's gonna talk to you. You can ask it, how can I figure out a puzzle? And it's gonna know where you are in the game, and it's basically gonna tell you what you need to do. Oh, this thing is listening right now. Let me put the volume up here. What game am I playing?
You're playing Ninja Gaiden 4, my friend. You're currently in the equipment menu, checking out your Takim Nakata weapon. So if there's anything else you need help with in the game, just let me know.
Thank you. That is the coolest thing freaking ever to me. I'm sorry, but it's cool. But it's cool. That is so freaking cool. Come on. You not like that. If it's on this other device, the same feature, and I bet it is, I have to figure it out how to do it. I haven't really I'm not gonna lie to you, I really have not messed with the system here because I've been playing with this thing for 3 weeks nonstop. Like I really have been playing with this thing for 3. My wife have been driving to Connecticut. I've been on the passenger seat. Basically, playing, turning the device on. I said she drive, I just play. We went to visit some of her family members, and I stay in the car and I started playing. Sometimes they would be driving through New York City, and I was basically playing Street Fighter, also Silksong. I'll be honest, Silksong on this thing is great, but the screen is too small. I prefer to play it on this thing. I prefer to play Silksong on this thing. I just do. I do. Oh, there's an update for this. I'm gonna try to run it. If not, what I do, I'm gonna run it on the back end, and I'll put a video on the screen here on the screen showing Silksong on both. It look way better on the Legion because of the bigger screen. It's not because the screen is one is better than the other. Both screens is amazing. Another thing that I really love about this device, freaking speakers. These speakers, I feel like I'm in a fucking theater. This thing, speakers, is shit. It's an amazing device. Speakers in this thing are amazing. I feel like I'm in a freaking theater. I don't know what they did with the speakers. They're really powerful, pretty big. It feels like I get surround, like a surround sound. I feel like I have headphones, and it has like this cool bass. It's really freaking awesome. And again, I cannot wait to get the Legion Go 2, so I can test it out. And if it's as good as some people are saying, I'll probably sell this one and keep the other one. Who knows? I may end up keeping both. I just probably end up having a collection of, PC handheld devices. Battery life for this thing, no complaints. I can easily play an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the game. Halfway, I can play from Maryland to Connecticut. It's like 6 hour drive. I can pretty much play for the entire half of the drive that way. If I'm playing Silksong or something, I can probably play 4 to 5 hours, give or take. And also depending on the settings you set up. But most of the time on the default setting, just let the system do auto setup and it just go. Most of the time I'm either at 25 watts or 17 watts. Most game runs really well 17 watts. That's a sweet spot pretty much. But sometimes if you really want to push it up a little, then you can go to 25 if you have enough battery, if you're not worried about if you need to charge it or not. Like when I drive home, I have on the car, I already have an outlet. So if I need to, just plug it to the outlet and I plug it in and I'm charging as my wife drive or somebody else is driving. Other than that, what I hate about this thing, as I mentioned earlier, the screen. Because this one is the Ally X. This one should have, because there's two versions. This is the white one. I'm going to put it on the screen here. It's the white one. And there's this one, the black one. This one is the big boy. This one is more expensive. This is $1,000. The other one is like $599, give or take. That one should have been the 7-inch. But this one, like you can see the borders are pretty thick. Right here, if you actually will see in person, you can barely see it, but maybe you see it right here on the screen. Say ROG. That logo ROG should be gone because you have it already here. So you have the ROG logo right in here. So you don't need it here on the screen. So you should try to push it as much as possible to each edge and make this at least a 7.9 like the Switch, or at least an 8-inch. Close as possible to 8-inch. So basically give you as much real estate as possible for the screen for this thing. If they do like a 2.0 of this is technically a 2.0 from the last one, a 2.5 version with the OLED screen, taking all the screen, it probably will be, I would probably pick it up. But other than that, this is an amazing device. You're not gonna have an issue. The only main issue for most people is the freaking price. Okay, if you don't have no PC handheld, if you have a Switch, fuck the Switch. This is a beast. You can run SwitchKin on this thing. I'm not gonna tell you to go and do the emulation. It's up to you. That's a choice. If you want to, you can go ahead. I don't have it here. I have it on my Steam Deck. Steam Deck runs well in doing emulations. So I have my emulation on my Switch games running on that one. But here, I do recommend it. I don't know what to say. I love this thing. I really do. I just do. I was gonna return it. I didn't think I'm gonna like it. But I love this thing. I have this sling bag and this thing goes with me everywhere. Even if I don't get to touch it at all for some reason, because I'm hanging out with family, I'm talking to them and I don't get to touch it, but I have it there just in case. Just in case I get bored, boom. There's also a little detail, as I mentioned, you got the ROG right here marked on the system. But if you get close to here, it says ROG Xbox all the way through from the bottom from top to bottom, going this way. You can kind of see on the screen a little bit when you get close to, I do a close up. Another issue that I have on this, maybe is mine. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm killing enemy, but the buttons are very sticky. I don't know why. Maybe it's mine. But that's the issue that that's one issue that I have here. It's sticky. I mean, nice sticky, like sticky. It's kind of have the sounds. It sounds good, but it feel like that's okay. This one. Let me turn it on here. You barely hear it. You barely hear it. PS Portal. This is the PS Portal. You barely hear it, but it feels so good. Pressing this button feels so good. Boys, the Legion Go feel good. It's too loud. Some people may like it, but it feels like it's kind of like something sucking on it a little, like it. And I don't like it. It's just annoys the crap out of me because out here I don't feel any stickiness. I mean, the only way I can explain, people can understand is they press the button so they can kind of see the difference. Like there is a small little, tiny, like a little stickiness, and it's like it feels like there's some glue in there, but it is nothing. This thing is clean. I have taken it apart to see is anything in the buttons. I try to clean around. I try to check to see there's any residue or anything in there that may be doing that, but sometimes it's usually one button that will be sticky, but this is all of them. They all do it. And there is nothing there that's making this. I think this is from factory. Maybe it's mine. I don't know. If I would return it, it will be because of the buttons. I'll be honest. Just because of the buttons will be the only thing I will return it. The other thing, I'm not lying to you. And again, the other issue that I have is the screen, because the screen is small. I'm so used to playing with a lot bigger screen. I don't get me wrong. This is good. I hate how bulky it is. I really do hate how bulky it is. And I've seen some videos and some pictures of the Legion 2. Probably not gonna like it because of the bulkiness. What I really love about this is because you can actually take the controllers off. That's pretty much it. Because you can take the controllers off. That's why I like it. I already have the attachment that you can attach both controller and make it into one big remote control instead of having on like a switch separate. You can just slap it together. The little pyramid is by Legion, Lenovo. They make that. So I have that. But other than that, this thing is a 10 out of 10 to me. This is the best handheld for the entire year until I test out the Legion Go 2. When I test the Legion Go 2 and the Legion Go 2 kick this thing ass, if it does, then this will be second best. But for now, this thing is a beast. I wish the memory was a 36 gigs or 32 gigs. 32 gigs, 36 gigs, and the 30. That's what I wish not a 24. 24 is not bad. And what I really also like is the fact they also basically automatically give you 8 gigs of VRAM instead of going to the BIOS or settings to kind of give you that extra because the last one only give you like what 4 or 6 gigs. So this one automatically off the back you already set up 8 gigs off the back. You can increase it if you want to maybe 10. You don't need to. Just leave it alone at 8. 8 is pretty much every game that I have played here have run really well, no issue. Sometime here there There may be a little bit of a hiccup, just a little bit of a hiccup. Nothing that you're gonna worry about. Like you may see it, but not gonna care. You're just gonna keep moving on. But other than that, if $1,000 is not an issue, pick it up. If you want to get rid of something that you can sell to kind of differentiate the price, I would say do it. But other than that, it's expensive. So is the other one. The Legion 2 is extremely expensive for 1400 versus 1000. If you have a choice because of money, pick this one. Either or, not gonna be a bad issue. They both will be great. It's just they're both gonna be expensive. All right. Final verdict. As I mentioned earlier, this is a 10 out of 10 handheld of the year so far. If you can afford it, if you want to get it, or if you're in the fence to get it, only, I will say only if you're okay spending the $1,000 on it. If you're okay spending the 1,000, go for it. If it's not gonna hurt you at all, I will say go for it. If it's gonna not allow you to pay your rent, no. Pay your rent, get your bill done first before you can get this thing. Other than that, thank you for joining. Have other videos coming up. I will be starting streaming on next week, Monday or Tuesday. I'm already getting my own set up. There's a couple of things that for some reason from the moving, kind of some of my settings for some reason, I don't know why it got messed up. So I'm retweaking a lot of stuff. That's why right now my screen or my outline may be a little funky a little bit. I'm still messing with some of the settings here in my lighting. So I had to work on tweaking those. All right. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day. Take care.